Well, hey there, howdy, folks. It's Duck again, coming at you from the gazebo in town, where nobody else is at right now, because that's how I roll. Actually, I found out that they have 18 holes of disc golf. 18 holes, and I was gonna make a your mom joke there, but I stopped myself. Um, Innova, Wraith, Glow in the Dark, because you know I'm gonna lose this thing. You know I'm gonna lose it. It was $18, and I played 3 holes today. I played 3 rounds of 18 holes. How many holes is that? Lots of fun. I said 169 because they gave me the option. They were like 169, 165, blah, blah, blah. And I said 169, and then look at this. I don't know if you can see it on here. It literally says 165. So I'm kind of mad. Because I was like 160. Why give me the option? I mean, if you're just going to give me the 165, why ask if I want the 169? Because you know I'm going to pick the 169. I bet that's why it's sold out. And that's why I'm stuck with the 165 here. But whatever. I mean, things could be worse. What else? Joe Biden dropped out of the race. I was going to comment on how Trump got shot. But there was a bunch of different things going on at that time. Like, did it hit the monitor? And so, like, the monitor crashed and that little piece of glass hit his ear. I can't wait until he takes off his stupid little bandage because I want to see what the fucking ear looks like. Do you know how close it's going to be for a bullet? Look at this. Less than 1 inch. Less than 1 inch. All right? There's been a lot of reports about Trump getting shot. I'm not going to go into all of the conspiracy theories right now, but to me, Secret Service was in the building. The guy was on top of the same building that the Secret Service was in. Okay, that's number one. Number two, at 130 yards. I can throw a disc golf pretty accurately 130 yards if I was so inclined. All right, to shoot a firearm that distance? I mean, was the guy blindfolded? Had his hand tied behind his back? What's going on? Secondly, they knew all about him. Like they were yelling for the cops and everything was like, there's a guy on the roof, like, with a gun, like, for a half an hour, and none of these motherfuckers did anything. I heard a report that a cop climbed up on top of the building and saw the guy with a gun and then just climbed back down. Like, that's how you're supposed to roll? Like, so none of that makes any sense to me. What does make sense to me is that the Democrats pushed Joe Biden out, and I really like that. Considering that Biden had absolutely zero chance of actually winning a debate, election. And so, like, now there's at least a chance, depending on who they pick. I mean, they want to coordinate Kamala Harris because she's on the ticket. They've got like $900 million in the bank or whatever, $90 million. And they want to be able to give that all to Kamala because, oh my God. Have you seen her policies? I know that she's black. I know that. I know that she's Asian. Okay, that's a good thing. I don't have a problem with black people or Asian people. I know that she's a woman. I don't have a problem with women. I totally believe that there is a very fine candidate who's a black woman who could be the fucking president. But I doubt it's Kamala. Okay? She's the most weirdest, awkwardest, terrible record. Like, she's like Joe Biden with the corporate money, dollars, like, owning her. Like, she's not a progressive. She's a corporate, establishment, neoliberal piece of shit. Okay, and I'm not saying that because she's a black woman. I'm saying that because she takes money from big banks and corporations and does their bidding on a regular basis. And so I don't want to coordinate Kamala Harris. No offense to anybody that really cares about all the 4 people in the whole universe that actually care about Kamala Harris. I'm not your boy. So let it go to a convention. She is the vice president. She has a lot of standing with the delegates. So there's no reason to, like, coronate Kamala Harris. Let her go to the convention like everybody else. And if she's a strong candidate, well, then she'll win. It's not really that hard, okay? And if she does, that's fine. But don't just like, it's got to be Kamala Harris or nothing. Well, that's not democratic. You already skipped a primary. You already pushed Joe Biden beyond the point where like we all actually have a primary, which would have been nice in my opinion. But to like turn around and say, "Oh, you got to have Kamala Harris or else," or else fucking what? A week ago I heard these fucking people who were, "Oh, we're just gonna lose. We're just gonna lose the White House and the Senate, and it's it's the way it is. I'm a smart person." So, we live in exciting times. Former president's getting shot, and I still think it's staged. He went down, he held his ear. It was all. He came back up and was like, "Oh," they put him in front of the cameras. They had half an hour to like stage all of this shit at least, and like none of this makes sense to me. None of it feels right. So I hope you understand that point. But now that Biden's out, Biden is definitely dropping out, which is good. And I will take Harris over Biden any day of the week, because at least she can finish a sentence. Okay, at least she has the wherewithal to like kind of know how to like fact check someone and actually debate someone, and instead of being like, "Oh, Joe Biden, corn pop." You remember that in the 2020? We told a story about a guy named Corn Pop. I'll never forget it. Nobody cares about Corn Pop, Biden. I'm sorry. It's just not in the cards. All right. And, yeah, he's been in office longer than I've been alive. And so, get him the fuck out. Put term limits on the Supreme Court. Okay. We have 13 federal jurisdictions now. We should have 13 federal court judges, like 13 Supreme Court judges. That's how it's always been. And Biden was like, "I don't think we need to do all that. I'm Biden." People want to say like, "Oh, don't you have decorum? Don't you want to like have gravitas and like honor for this like career statesman?" I'm like, no, I don't. I don't have any respect for the man. It's like when somebody horrible dies. Like, you hate this person your entire life. They die, and you're like, "I thought they were swell." No, you're a fucking liar. No, I don't like Joe Biden. I don't think he should be the president now. I don't think he should have won in 2020, and I don't think he should fucking run again. So, good. Bye, Joe Biden. See you later. Kamala is better than you are, and that's saying a lot because Kamala is like the second worst person in the Democratic Party to run for this office. And I know she's a black woman, and you gotta like have reverence and respect for like, oh my God, she has a vagina. Oh, that's not important to me. It's not what I base my like voting preference off of. Oh, do they have a vagina? If a chick did that, if a chick was like, "Oh, I only vote for candidates with penises," you'd think, well, that's kind of sexist, isn't it? So, I'm not being ageist with Biden, by the way. It's not about his age. He could be 142. If he could still finish a sentence, that'd be one thing, all right? But he's 80 fucking 2, and the guy's like walking around the stage like, oh, I got the nuclear codes. So, no, all these bitches that want to have Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, like, take your corporate PAC money to the fucking bank and go to fucking Russia, because I don't think anybody in America really gives a fuck. So hopefully the Democrats pull something off right now. And with that being said, folks, I hope you have a great day. And until next time, I do.